John Wayne's top 5 favorite films reveal his surprising love for a 1920s silent film, 2 of his own collaborations with John Ford, and an unexpected pick that's far from the westerns you'd expect. You'll likely be surprised by his number 1 choice, as it is not the sort of film you would associate with Wayne. The Quiet Man is a bit of a curveball when it comes to John Wayne's favorites. You wouldn't expect the Duke to choose a romantic comedy drama over one of his iconic westerns. But that's part of the charm. Directed by John Ford, The Quiet Man is set in a lush Irish village and follows an American who returns to his roots, only to fall in love with a fiery local played by Maureen O'Hara. O'Hara and Wayne made 5 films together, cementing one of the best on-screen duos in Hollywood. And while Wayne wasn't thrilled about some of the studio sets used for the film, he loved the end result. It was Republic Pictures' first and only film to earn a Best Picture nomination at the Oscars. When people talk about the greatest westerns ever made, The Searchers is always near the top of the list. John Ford's epic tale of revenge and redemption stars Wayne as Ethan Edwards, a Civil War veteran on a mission to rescue his kidnapped niece. This wasn't just another role for Wayne, it was the role. In fact, he even named one of his sons Ethan in honor of it. While The Searchers didn't snag any Academy Award nominations, Around the World in 80 Days swept the Oscars that year. Its influence is undeniable. Spielberg, Scorsese, and Lucas have all paid homage to it in their own work. This is peak Wayne, tough, determined, and unforgettable. Some might confuse this with the 1962 version, but Wayne's favorite was actually the 1921 silent classic starring Rudolph Valentino. Set against the backdrop of World War I, the film was a massive hit and turned Valentino into a superstar. It's full of religious symbolism and melodrama, but for a 13-year-old Wayne, it was life-changing. He watched it twice a day for an entire week at a Glendale theater, and the film's impact on him stuck. It sparked a cultural sensation for all things Spanish, including the tango, and possibly planted the seed for Wayne's later affinity for Latin culture. He married 3 Latina women over the course of his life. Adjusted for inflation, The Four Horsemen is still the highest-grossing silent film ever. It earned $9.2 million back in the 1920s, about $132 million today, adjusted for inflation. Gone with the Wind is a tough one to reconcile in modern times, but there's no denying its place in Hollywood history. John Wayne might not have been a fan of Clark Gable personally, but he sure loved the film. Even with its problematic depiction of the Civil War and slavery, Gone with the Wind stands as a technical and storytelling marvel. Hattie McDaniel's Oscar win for Best Supporting Actress was a groundbreaking moment, though Butterfly McQueen's character remains a sore spot. Clark Gable famously didn't want to be in the film and ended up earning over $120,000 for it. This might seem like an odd pick for Wayne's favorite, but there's something about A Man for All Seasons that resonated with him. The film tells the story of Sir Thomas More, a man who stands by his principles even when it means risking everything. Wayne, a staunch conservative, likely saw a bit of himself in Moore's defiance of the system. The film swept the Oscars, winning 6, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Paul Scofield. This is actually one of only 4 productions to win both the Best Play Tony, 1962, and the Best Picture Oscar, 1966. To keep the budget under $2 million, all the cast members took salary cuts. The only cast members paid more than £10,000 were Orson Welles, Paul Scofield, and Susanna York.